Here's 10 things I wish I knew before seeing Wizard of Oz at Sphere. Number 1. Getting to Sphere is tricky. If this is your first time in Vegas, do not try to navigate your way from the monorail. If you're coming from the Venetian, avoid the outdoor route via Sands Avenue and take the indoor tunnel via the convention center. But honestly, just take a car or a rideshare or taxi. Number 2. A lot of the cool displays you've probably seen on social media, like the Replica ruby slippers, the on-screen used costume, the Welcome to Oz sign, seemingly those were just for opening weekend. They were gone by the time I went on Labor Day. Number 3. Sitting in the 400s was great for getting the full scope of the Sphere's visual scale, but the bulk of the action in the film takes place in the lower half of the screen. So I suspect a 300s level seat would be a more optimal viewing experience, but I love my time in the 400s. Number 4, the movie may start without you. Doors open 30 minutes before showtime, and the movie will start on time regardless of how many people are still loading in and finding their seats. Number 5, you can get food, drinks, and merch on the upper levels, not just in the atrium. So if you are sitting in the 300s or the 400s, lines will likely be shorter upstairs. Number 6, merch is a mess. There is a lot of stuff, and no one merch stand has all of the stuff. However, the majority of the collectibles are at the shop located near the front entrance. Number 7, if you want a photo with this title card, it shows up at the very end of the show after the Sphere credits. So I say stay at your seat, let the crowds clear out, and then get your photo. And you won't be in people's way while they're trying to load out, and you won't have people in the background of your picture, like I did. Number 8, there is a live show in the atrium following the film where you can meet the wizard. The show runs a few times and there is a photo op after, but there is no formal line for this photo op, so you just have to be near the front and be lucky if you want a chance to meet the wizard. Number 9, the lobby will close exactly 30 minutes after the film ends and you will be escorted out. So have a clear plan for what you want to do with that time, whether it's a photo in front of the screen, whether it's watching the wizard show or doing shopping, because yes, they will cut off the line for merch and stop letting people in. And that brings me to number 10. There is actually an outdoor merch stand next to the witch legs, which anyone can visit whether you have a ticket to the show or not. They have a limited selection, but it is mostly the stuff exclusive to Sphere. Let me know if you have any other questions about the experience. Here are 10 more things to know before seeing Wizard of Oz at Sphere. It looks like some policies have changed, and there were also some invaluable comments on my last video with info I didn't have. So here we go. Number 1, as far as I know, the apples are still falling. We did have apples fall in my section towards the front of the 400s. I don't think they reached the back of the 400s, but there were some stray apples in the aisles. So if I were to go back, I would try to book an aisle seat for optimal chances at getting an apple. Also, don't be gross. Only take 1 apple per person. Number 2, I have learned that the tunnel from the Venetian is prone to closing if there's a convention or an event. So even though it is a better way to get to the Sphere than walking down Sands, it might not be an option. If it's closed, the monitors in the Venetian will say all Sphere access via Sands Avenue. But this is why I am doubling down on take an Uber. Walking down Sands Ave in the heat was awful for this Canadian. Number 3, the witch legs are not always on display. There is a set schedule for their appearance on the Sphere website, but I've also heard it said that they will be taken down if there's wind. Number 4, doors are now opening 45 minutes prior to showtime, and VIP ticket holders get expedited entry rather than early entry. Number 5, I've been informed that the Debbie Reynolds replica ruby slippers and that screen-used costume are still on display at the Sphere, but they're in the VIP lounge, so I just couldn't afford to see them. But I'm still not sure where that Welcome to Oz sign ended up. Number 6, unfortunately, you cannot show up earlier than 45 minutes to shop. With the exception of the outdoor merch stand, shopping is limited to the amount of time you have inside the venue after your ticket has been scanned. So as of now, that would be approximately 45 minutes before the show and a half hour after. Number 7, here is the full food and drink menu with prices if that is of any interest to you. Yes, it's expensive, but it's not any more expensive than the food and drinks elsewhere in Vegas. Number 8, the film has been cut down by 27 minutes. It has a 75-minute runtime. This has mostly been achieved by eliminating single lines of dialogue in the middle of scenes and by cutting some songs almost in half. I've been comparing it to Voyage of the Little Mermaid at Disney World. It's abridged, it assumes you already know the movie, and it's more about re-experiencing something that you already know and love. Number 9, the stairs in Sphere are steep. Some folks who experience vertigo have mentioned discomfort. Others have commented that they saw people falling on their way to their seats. And if you have a fear of heights, you might have a tough time in the space, specifically higher up. Number 10, if you buy a poster, they will give you a bag and an elastic band and instruct you to roll it up yourself. Use the elastic band, but Don't use the bag. The bag is extremely narrow, and rolling this foil poster tight enough to fit inside the narrow bag will result in damage and creases to your almost $70 piece of paper. I'm sorry, I'm still bitter about this if you can't tell. Yeah, let me know if you have more questions or more tips and tricks.